Elizabeth. All right. This poem is called Restless. My mother was restless. Long ago, in her eyes, where she thinks I can't see, she was restless. A little girl lost in a desert of white sand beaches and distant fathers, with a woman's voice still in fetus crumpled in her chest. And she wandered as the restless do, though where she went, the oasis she found, she still hides from me. All but tiny glimpses through the curtains behind her irises and corneas, brown like palmwood growing high. But as a writer, I interpret and I piece together a story from these tiny glimpses. She sat in the back room of an old theater, treading away at an old singer, making maps of colored cloth, and chatting amicably with the hum of an electric needle. She liked the boy there, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and $1 million smile, who now does community theater in Lawrence, Indiana. And every night she'd wander home to her two little brothers with faces like professors, who tried to cut down the tree in their front yard and cried when the blade cut their hands, and she bandaged them better than her mother ever could. And every night she'd go up to the roof with a copy of the Little Prince, and she'd look out on the stars from her desert and dream. How do I know this? I see it in her. Not a word spoken, an understanding. When I sing to her, she calls to herself, coaxing the sound out of herself by putting away the sugar bowl show tunes and taking out the belting breaks, because no matter how many spoonfuls you swallow, that jerk, that hiccup will never go away. And when we read together, she silently begs herself to keep on dreaming, to keep on pulling at that lawnmower cord of sheer possibility until rumble, rumble, crash, and the spark bites and the blades fly. And when she taught me how to sew, she gently took my hands and moved them away from the cursed cloth, because, darling, stage will always love you better than the sewing machine, and, dear, those lights that might blind you are better than the tiny slip stitches by midnight that will, and because my mother told me that there isn't a future in warp and weave. I wondered for my mother, and she wondered to